one thing that every woman gets is cramps and back pain. I saw a boy who asked girls, a video online. He asked girls, "Are your periods nice?" No, they're not nice. What do you mean are they nice? It's like, nice is like having an ice cream on a hot day. No, our periods are like standing on the floor on a hot day with no shoes. Our lower abdomen is on fire. Our back, like our lower back where our kidneys are, you've never felt something like that. You know, like throbbing, like it literally pulsates, like whoa, whoa, whoa. Every woman has experienced pain of a period differently, alright? Some women get it a lot more intensely, others are lucky enough, they don't get any pain at all. If you are on the pill, for instance, your pain will be less intense. If you suffer from some underlying condition, it will be more intense than anything else. The way that I would describe it, and every woman will describe it differently, but the best way for me to describe it is like this. Take Velcro, you know that like material zip, 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 zip that you find on shoes for kids. Okay, take Velcro. Take super glue, like the strongest super glue that you can find. Smother the sides, both sides of the Velcro in super glue and put them back together. Let it dry, let it dry. Then come back, try and rip it apart. You can't. It is painfully tough to rip it apart. That's basically what's happening. Our muscles, okay, because our uterus is a muscle, and the lining that's stuck on it, it's ripping apart, okay? It's detaching itself on purpose. It is painful. Now we get this every day for 1 to 2 days, maybe 3 days. It's also where the throbbing of the kidneys come. And no matter how many pills you take, no matter how many hot water bottles you have, no matter how many like heating pads or patches you get, it will still hurt. It's not fun. It's not nice. Like, please get your mind into a realistic world. We also get those days where we feel like we're going to get drained of our blood. Okay? It feels like we're giving away more than 1 pint of blood. Now, a pint is how much blood you give when you donate blood. Now imagine thinking you're going to give away all your blood. Okay? It is traumatic. Realistically speaking, the average woman only loses about 60 milliliters of blood, which is about 4 tablespoons. But I'm not saying that that's nothing, because it is quite a lot. But what comes along with that blood, the blood is just the vessel. There's other stuff that comes out. Our content, okay, is 36% blood and 64% other stuff. So we're not just losing blood, we're losing parts of our body as well. It's just like coming all out. It's like spitting cleaning with the pressure washer in there. I always think maybe like those of us who didn't get pregnant like soon or use any of those eggs, like we just said bye to what could have been genius, you know? I don't know. I'm just saying things to think about sometimes. Now there are several options of how to collect, gather, prevent our clothes from getting ruined. There's several options of things to use. We get pads, tampons, and the Diva cup. Those are 3 options. None of them are comfortable, okay? I, again, saw another video of a boy who thought that women used pads like a band-aid. I don't know, guys. He then explained that he thought that we, like, put it on. Now imagine, we're already going through pain. Now we're going to bikini wax ourselves every time we have a period. Are you serious? Really, boy? Really? The sticky part of the pad goes on the clothes, just so guys are aware, you know. Apparently there are more guys in this world that think that pads are used like band-aids. Are you crazy? We then have a tampon, which is about like that big, kind of a little bit more rounder. It's a wad of cotton that that we have to shove up there and just collect, and then there's a string, and then there's just, it's a lot. And then you have the Diva cup, which you then have to take out and rinse out. Sounds kind of gross, probably is. It's our periods, it's our stuff, it's our gross. Either way though, none of these options are comfortable. If the pad is not made from nice material, it causes a little bit of discomfort, not a little bit, quite a lot of discomfort. So women we have to find the right pad to use. We have to find the right tampon. We have to like change every 3 to 4 hours so that we don't get infections, because it's really sensitive down there. And it's just generally like a mess of a show for us to have to deal with every month. Birth control. What is birth control? Now for men, you probably are like, what's birth control? Well, that is because men only have 2 kinds of birth controls right now in this world. You have a vasectomy and you have the condom. That is all you have to stress about. The rest is on us, the women, again, because men are selfish. No offense, but... And what about women? How many various types of pills are out there in the world that we have to take? And it messes us up every month. Hormones, emotions, body, weight, all of that. And yet we still take it. There's several kinds of different contraceptives. It's not just the pill. They have created everything for women. I was on the pill personally for 6 years. I started when I was 16, specifically for my skin. Now, I just want to say, let this be clear. Just because you start the pill at 16 and say it's for your skin does not mean that you are using it as an excuse to be sexually active. If you are, fine, that's your business, and no one should judge you or think less of you just because you're on the pill. I had very bad pimples on my forehead. It was actually my pharmacist who suggested it. My mom then took me to the doctor and he asked me a whole bunch of questions, made sure I was healthy, and gave me a very low dosage pill to help with my skin. I then stopped it because I couldn't get the one that I was usually on, and then I tried to use another one, and I've never been a depressed person, but the one that I tried on while I was here in Portugal literally made me feel super depressed, man. So I was just like, nah, I think I'll give it a skip. I don't need it right now, and I've been on it for a very long time, so I'm just gonna give my body a break. You know that the pill has so many risks. I read the little leaflet pamphlet thing inside, and it was insane. The things that women are willing to risk, right? We could make ourselves infertile. We could give ourselves blood clots and die. There is a whole bunch of stuff that the pill does to the woman's body. It's great. No, it's not. It really messes us up. Other kinds of contraceptives. You have the implant, which is like a long little thing that they put in your arm. It can stay there for about 3 to 5 years if I'm not mistaken. You then get the IUD, which is like a little T thing with coil that they put in your uterus, and it just floats around there, killing any sperm that comes there. It's one of those things. The shot, get a shot, I think. I'm not 100% sure how long the shot lasts. You then get the patch. That one's intense. Oh, you also get the vag ring, which is like a little ring you put in your vagina and keep it there for a while, and then that's it. That's, again, another thing, another contraceptive. And I have put a link in my bio for you to go have a look and see what is available and to inform yourselves of what women have to go through. We go through a lot, and if men had to go through it, I think maybe something more would have been done in order to accommodate these sort of events in their lives. But no, men are the ones in power. They don't really understand what happens to us. So women, you know, we've kind of had to adapt our lifestyles, and we've had to push through, and we've had to be tough, and we've had to deal with stupid comments about our periods and us being bitches. Ridiculous. But it's also like, you know what, we're just gonna move on because we don't have time to worry about your silly comments. Again, not hating on men, I'm just saying that these things do happen to women. Be respectful of it because it's not easy to go through. Having a period pain is the same as having a heart attack. It's been proven. It is factual. So unless you are willing to have heart attack kind of pains every single month, I suggest you show us a little more respect. A lot of women land up taking sick days because their periods are really, really bad. Your whole life is disrupted because your pains are that bad. Now, there are cases where women will go through a lot more intense symptoms or conditions, such as endometriosis. Now, endometriosis is when that lining that is meant to go inside your uterus grows on the outside. And then when it is time for that lining to come out, it's like there's no way for it to come out because it's on the wrong side. So that is a very, very, very painful condition for women. It can make them infertile, and it could also lead to cancer. Also, abnormal uterine bleeding. This is when you will bleed when it is not supposed to be that time of the month, and you just randomly start bleeding. And sometimes some women have like bled for like a whole month and they can't stop it. They literally have to go to their doctor and they have to be put on medication to try and stop it. like these are things that women go through, okay? It's not a joyride, it's not easy, but we do it. I hope that this episode has been an eye-opener for guys. I hope I've been able to explain a little bit more in basic detail, basically what the woman goes through. This is not to hate on you guys, because I believe it. Like, guys aren't taught about the woman's body. They aren't taught about periods and stuff like that because it doesn't apply to them. But I feel like in order to get people to understand something, you have to teach them about it. I hope that this video encourages men to take the initiative to go learn more about periods and to ask questions, you know? I feel like if a woman is willing to answer these questions for you and you ask it in a respectful manner and in a genuine way that you want to know what they go through and what they experience, any woman will be happy to answer your questions as long as you do it in the right way. Also, stop assuming that we're in a bad mood because it's our period. Unless we tell you that we're in a bad mood because of our periods, don't assume it. We are emotionally exhausted, we are physically exhausted, we have to go through the humdrum of always having to do this, and we have to be careful of this. We have to plan our lives. Like, I have specific underwears for my period so that I do not destroy anything else. Every woman though deals with their period in a different way, and so you just have to be mindful of that and be respectful, and that's it. We're not monsters, we're just going through some stuff. Can be nice to us, we'll be nice to you. Simple. If you guys have any further questions or you would like to know a little bit more, I have put some links in the bio below about more information. So if you want to read up about it, you can go and check it out. Also, let's break down the stigma of periods and thinking that they're gross and ick and embarrassing. Like, no, don't make us feel embarrassed. Don't make us feel like we're gross. End of this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you like, share, and subscribe to this video. Share it with all your friends and let them know about this, and just, you know, give someone something new to learn about. If you want to follow me on my social media, you can follow me on my Instagram, which is Alicia Camacho _official. And yeah, guys, I think that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you are awesome, you are great, and you are loved. And stay safe.